Welcome to the Peer-to-Peer Bite, where we dive into the heart of a school-based program that's breaking down barriers and building bridges. Imagine walking into a school where every student is seen, heard, and valued, where the focus isn't just on academic achievements, but it's on building a supportive and inclusive community. This isn't a distant dream. It doesn't have to be, because it can be happening right now through peer-to-peer. Peer-to-peer is rooted in evidence-based practices that creates a unique and formal pathway for students with and without disabilities to meet, support, and befriend each other throughout the school day. It's all guided by intentional and dedicated school staff. This ensures everyone gets the support they need while forming meaningful connections. So what makes peer-to-peer truly special? There are no prerequisites. No barriers based on communication skills, social abilities, emotional regulation, academic performance, or past experiences. It's a space where every student, regardless of background or challenges, is embraced with acceptance and inclusion. Peer-to-peer is truly for everyone. I want you to pause and take a moment and reflect on your kindergarten through 12th grade school experiences. What memories stand out to you the most? Do you vividly recall the grade you received on your math test or the details of a history exam? Maybe, but I'm going to guess probably not. What you most likely remember is lunchtime with friends, the excitement of sporting events or clubs, or the fun with classmates during after-school activities. Now imagine what school might have been like without those experiences. How different would school have been without those moments of human connection and camaraderie? Just so we are clear, we are not suggesting that academics aren't important, because they most certainly are. But it's the social experiences, it's the genuine connections with classmates and friends that are typically the moments that leave those lasting impact. The approach to peer-to-peer moves away from the traditional approach where social skills are taught to autistic students or students with IEPs in a therapy-type setting. But instead, peer-to-peer focuses on teaching all students about each other, to respect and understand diverse perspectives, learn and practice social skills with trusted classmates, all while sharing experiences together and just having fun. In addition to that, peer partners learn about autism and other disabilities while using neurodiversity-focused resources and curriculum that demystifies disabilities, and it promotes understanding and acceptance. Okay, so let's break this down. Peer-to-peer follows 3 essential practices: intentional connections, educational experiences, and staff support. When we talk about intentional connections, we are talking about intentionally and consistently connecting at least one student with a disability with one or more peer partners. This is going to ensure a strong support network and provide opportunities for meaningful connections. The educational experiences. You and your team will want to be intentional with education and natural learning opportunities about disabilities and inclusion. This helps all students gain valuable information about neurodiversity, leading to awareness, acceptance, and to just become better classmates and friends. In addition, more individualized student-specific information about who peer partners will be spending time with is essential. Sometimes students might have complex communication needs, use visuals to support their school day, or take breaks in safe spaces in their school. By providing this information in a supportive and strength-based way, peer partners increase understanding and know what to do and how to be supportive to their classmates. But something that actually may be more important than those pieces is knowing what students with IEPs like or even love. What are they good at? Who are trusted adults in their lives? And what shared activities students will be involved in? This information can eliminate hesitation and build confidence, and it supports a more positive pathway that builds connections between classmates. And number 3, peer-to-peer requires staff support. This just means there is ongoing support from at least one dedicated school staff member where the staff values differences and approaches challenges in a problem solving way. This ensures that connections, education, and learning experiences are well guided, supportive, and effective. A key foundation of peer to peer is a participation model and not a helping model. But what does this mean? Well, a helping program creates a top down, hierarchical approach where peer partners' primary role is to help or mentor an autistic student or student with a disability. Instead, through a participation model, students are simply being kids, engaging naturally with one another as students and kids should be. Rather than assuming adult roles, they are immersed in shared environments and activities, learning about and from each other. The participation model supports an equal or egalitarian approach where all students engage in shared experiences. Now, is helping a terrible thing? Absolutely not. We help each other, we help classmates and friends all of the time, and this is to be expected. But as Norman Kuntz, a disability advocate, shares, there is nothing wrong with help. Friends often help each other. However, it is essential to acknowledge that help is and it can never be the basis of a friendship. We must be careful not to overemphasize the helpee aspect of a relationship. Unless help is reciprocal, the inherent inequity between helper and helpee will contaminate the authenticity of a relationship. This is why the magic of peer to peer programs lies in the participation model. And it's important to recognize that participation must be taught and modeled for all students and staff. The focus must remain on fostering authentic and reciprocal interactions and friendships. Students are empowered to learn from and about each other, grow together, and just have fun together. This is when the entire school culture can shift. Classrooms can become places of collaboration, peer partners become allies, and hallways echo with words of encouragement and acceptance instead of whispers of exclusion. Peer to peer truly is a win win for all students. By providing a structured, predictable way to build connections and friendships, both students with and without disabilities experience increased confidence. They improve their self esteem and personal growth. They learn valuable lessons, gain new perspectives, and develop essential skills in advocacy, while also receiving support that fosters inclusion and it teaches critical life lessons that extend far beyond the classroom. Research and data also show that peer to peer increases student attendance and grade point averages, while decreasing behavior referrals. It is not surprising to know that when students have a reason to show up to school, all other areas are positively impacted. These connections enrich the school experience, making school more than just about academics. It's about forming meaningful opportunities and engaging in experiences that may just improve a student's quality of life. That's the power of peer to peer. Whether you are just learning about peer to peer or you have had a program for years, it's important to recognize that every peer to peer program can be different, and that's okay. One of our goals with START is to support you and your students as you either develop your peer-to-peer programs or expand them. Waiting for the perfect plan or the perfect time to start is just going to prevent you from getting your peer-to-peer programs off the ground. So here's the thing. It's okay to start small, but we want you to start somewhere and we want you to start now. Recognize that the details of your peer-to-peer program are going to be uniquely yours, and they're going to be written and edited as you go. We invite you to check out the START website to find resources that support the development of your peer-to-peer program. We suggest you start with the elementary or secondary peer-to-peer playbooks. The playbooks contain a step-by-step guide with ready-to-use materials that you can adapt to your local needs. So we are talking about already created resources to help navigate administrative conversations, brochure templates that can be edited, permission slips, fun activities to engage students, and so much more. Continue to revisit our website for new materials and training opportunities that can support your peer-to-peer journey. And remember, if you could just choose one evidence-based practice that would have a far-reaching effect on the quality of life of all students, choose peer-to-peer. When it's implemented with fidelity, no other thing has the potential to be as broadly impactful, having lifelong impact on students, families, teachers, schools, and communities. Because peer-to-peer isn't one more thing. It is the thing.